necklaces that I chose for all of you. Our buyer, David, in our Vicenza office, he handles all of our gold and silver from Italy. He had shown me all of these beautiful curb links, and I just said, you know, there was one in the batch that I picked up and I loved for the weight, for the gauge, and for the finish, and this was it. I think the finishing detail on this is just absolutely exquisite. The brushed look across this metal makes this bracelet, regardless of color you choose, it makes it glow. We have it in all silver, we have it in your 18-karat yellow gold clad, and we have it for you in the rose gold. So we have the look of three gorgeous metals here, texturing that is so incredible, and a weight to this bracelet that I also think we need to talk about. 6 3/4 inch is the shortest length I have for you, and it's 21 grams of silver. 7 1/4 inch length is 23 grams of silver, and the 8-inch length is 24 grams of silver. When I started at QVC, I was trained in jewelry by Mary Beth Rowe in gold and Jane Tracy in silver. Two of the best. To this day, two of the best. And they both told me that when it comes to bracelets and the weight, how you can really tell that there's something to the amount of metal that's in place is if you average about a gram of metal per inch of bracelet. So for an 8-inch bracelet, if you've got at least 8 grams of metal, gold or silver, that's pretty good. That's pretty chunky. That's pretty substantial. This is 3 times that much. So the 8-inch bracelet here, 24 grams of sterling silver. Chunky, weighty. That's a big deal to me. And I think it is to all of you too. I've said this before, but I really do believe this. I think when it comes to jewelry, we all have money to spend. And we're willing to spend a little more if in return we really feel like we're getting something for our money. Literally feel like you're getting something for your money. So this has a really nice weight to it. I've stacked this next to our ultrafine watch, which is coming up a little bit later. So you can see timeless, classic, elegant, beautifully finished. Every one of those links, all of that finishing done by hand. Curb link. Why do I love a curb link? Well, because I look at a Chanel handbag for $5,000 and they're using a curb link for the strap, and I think, well, if it was good enough for Coco, it's good enough for me. It's timeless, it's status, it's heavy, it's substantial. In this case, it's refined and it glows. And what I wanted you to see too was that they even did that same finishing detail on the clasp. You know, a lot of times they won't do that extra step. They'll just leave that high polished. Look how they did that same texturing on the clasp as well. So this whole piece is seamless in its look and its feel. The brushing of this finish on the sterling silver makes it look like white gold. Even richer, frankly, I feel like it makes it look like platinum. So if you do love those warmer tones of the more expensive white metals, this is a pretty good one. In the rose, fabulous, soft, beautiful, spring-like. When I was talking about all these nude colors and buff tones and flesh tones that are out there in fashion, I'll tell you that rose gold color in this bracelet will be perfect for your season. And then we have the yellow. And when I see this beautiful brushed finish in the yellow gold, I feel like I'm walking along Madison Avenue, peeking in, looking at the windows of all of those expensive stores because I'm too intimidated to walk in. It makes me feel like you will be wearing the look of Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue jewelry. This looks like a designer gold piece. It looks like you brought it home from the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. It's absolutely rich and refined and perfect. And the color, you know, that's one of the things too that sometimes when it comes to plating another metal over the silver, in this case we're doing the beautiful, you know, gold over silver in the yellow and the rose, sometimes the color can be off. Not this time. It looks so soft and so pretty. It looks so expensive. Do you see how it's just glowing? Notice how I'm not talking about shine so much. This isn't about reflection. This really is about glow. There's just a glow to the finish here that's magical. And if you look in your jewelry box and a lot of what you have is high polished, or perhaps you shop some of our designer assortments and you're finding that you're loving some of the sort of textured finishes in those collections, consider Vicenza silver to really be our designer assortment of sterling silver jewelry from Italy, because you're really getting pieces here that are rich, weighty, special, tremendous, nothing boring or ho-hum here. 21, 23, 24 grams of your beautiful sterling silver, hand finishing, all on easy pay. The width on this bracelet is going to be 3/8 of an inch wide. I would say that you should, stay true to your size here. And the other thing too that I think is really nice with that lobster claw clasp and the way that they put it on there, they made it so that it's very easy for you in its shape to just grab on and pull all the way down on that clasp. Sometimes with the lobster claw clasp, it only kind of goes like halfway, and then you never feel like you can really get it. Look how far down, so I can really grab that so that when I go to put it on my wrist, it's going to be very easy, and then I just release. It's a beautiful piece. There's your beautiful yellow, soft, elegant, looks so expensive. Here's the rose. Love this again. If you're somebody who is interested in all of these beautiful tones for spring, or maybe you just, gosh, never thought you could afford to wear beautiful rose pink gold looking jewelry, now you can do it. And then as I said, even though I've matched the silver next to the ultra-fine silver watch coming up, look how the watch is all high polished, but I want you to see still how beautiful that gorgeous hand finishing of the silver is and how it plays off of that high polish so well. That watch will be coming up towards the end of our 3rd hour together. It's really a beautiful design, only our 3rd ever ultra-fine silver watch. It is also on easy pay. It's only presentation of the day, coming up in just a little bit. We're going to head off to our phones. Trudy is joining us down in South Carolina. Hi, Trudy. I'm Jill. Good evening.
Good evening, Jill. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm just wonderful.
Nice.
Enjoying your show.
Well, we've had some pretty things. Did you pick out a couple?
Yes.
Tell
So
me.
far, just the bracelet in the gold.
Okay.
And it is lovely.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Trudy. Why did you pick the gold?
I wear a lot of gold, and I think it'll mix well with my silver pieces too. I just think it's very sophisticated looking.
It is. It is. The weight of this, I think, is just wonderful. It feels good. And while I think it really is looking pretty on television, I feel it's even better in person.
Well, I'm looking forward to receiving it.
Good. Well, and you think about it, too. I mean, I don't know about you, Trudy, but to go out into a jewelry store and buy a 21-gram bracelet in gold, that would be, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. So I love that you can get that kind of Italian finishing workmanship for $139.
It's wonderful. It's just fabulous.
Oh, I'm so glad. How long have you shopped with us?
Probably at least 20 years.
Okay. Well, you and I have been here together then.
Yes.
Are you still there, Trudy? Did we lose Trudy? Trudy, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, there. Sorry, you cut out there for a second.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just saying that we had been here for 20 years together.
Okay, that's awesome. I love it.
Well, I'm so glad that you enjoy shopping with us, and boy, this bracelet will be to you in no time. Hope that you're pleased with it when you see it in person.
I'm sure I will be.
Thanks for
you. Have a
calling.
great evening.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So over 500 of these have been ordered. Actually, 700 of these have now been ordered, and the rose is the most limited in all 3 sizes. Don't go up a size or down a size here. Stay true to your size. The rose is beautiful. Sometimes with these rose finishes, they can be a little orange. They look a little too coppery. Not this one. This is like pink gold. It looks luxurious. The white really looks like platinum. I mean, there's a warmth and a richness to that. And then, as I already said, I think just the softness of the yellow really makes a statement too. curb link, classic, hand finished, made in Italy, the best of the best, over 20 grams of silver in every single bracelet, up to 24 grams in that 8-inch length. So stay on the line if you're dialing in. We're going to head back to our phones. Diane is joining us from Illinois. Hi, Diane. I'm Jill. Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
I'm terrific. How about yourself?
I'm doing just fine. Nice to speak with you.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you. So how can we help you tonight? Did you get a new bracelet?
Yes, I got that bracelet you're showing right now in yellow.
In the yellow.
Yes.
So what did you like about this, Diane?
I just like the way it looked and the curb link of it. It's not too shiny. I think it will go great with my watch.
Oh, it'll be beautiful.
Yeah, I'm glad I got a chance to speak to you.
Oh, well, thank you. Have you shopped with QVC for a long time?
I've been with QVC about 12 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Do you remember what your first item was, Diane, that you purchased from us?
No, I do not. I don't, because I buy everything. You know, everything that you have, jewelry, furniture, you know, things like that. I buy everything.
Well, good. Well, we're glad that you enjoy shopping with us.
Well, thank you for speaking to me.
Well, it's my pleasure. I hope that you're pleased with the bracelet when you see it in person. It's gorgeous.
I'm sure I will. Thanks a lot.
Have a good night, Diane.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. So if you're on the line for our bracelet, a couple other things I just always like to show you. You know, I mean, you have something here that's very tactile. This is not going to be stiff. I think you can just see, too, the thickness of those links. You know, these are not like lightweight, scooped out. While it might look bold, feels like nothing kind of a piece, really has a great weight to it. The finishing detail, I keep pointing out the fact that they even took that same texturing on the clasp. You might be like, well, don't they always do that? No, they don't. Usually they attach that as a separate piece and it's done in high polish. And to me, that would kind of throw off the whole elegance of this beautiful bracelet. So 3 payments of easy pay on this design, 3 colors to choose from. The rose is very limited. J290939 is your item number, and that is our Vicenza Silver Sterling Bold Textured Curb Link bracelet. Also, still to come tonight, we're going to be talking about this beautiful Byzantine ring. So this is made in Turkey, huge carat weight here, and your choice of blue topaz or amethyst. It's under $50, and it's J292471. $48.76 is your price there. So another great item that we have for you, we've had a lot of hot picks all day long, but we know that not all of you have been able to watch all day long. So one of the nice things in the finale is that we're able to sort of remind you about all of the hot picks that we've had available for you. What we have here is a reversible herringbone, or omega, excuse me, a reversible omega. And what you have on one side is your high polished sterling silver, and then on your other side, you have your choice of the yellow, the rose, the black, or the chocolate. So you're getting 2 omega looks in one. This is available in 16, 18, and 20 inches. Pretty good gram weights here too, everyone. 20, 23, and 26 grams of beautiful sterling silver, and all available for you on Easy Pay. So let me go through here all of your choices so you can kind of see the whole reversible story. And I'm just going to turn this one over so that you can see. So this is the yellow. So it's yellow on one side, as you can see, and then you're all silver on the other. So when you want the look of your yellow gold, you have it. And when you want the look of your sterling silver, you have it. Down here in front, we have it for you in the rose. So beautiful, look in a true omega. This has that wonderful mesh core. These are individual strips of metal that are wrapped around that to give you really the sleekest, smoothest, one of the most expensive looks in jewelry for sure. So there's your rose. I want you to look at this blackened here, and I'm going to grab, earlier we talked about these marcasite earrings. And I just wanted to show you how fabulous, if you picked up those marcasite hoop earrings, aren't those great? So here's what I was saying, if you're buying things in these blackened metals, look how great a marcasite earring works back to the blackened metal. And even on a day where you decided, you know what, I don't want to do the blackened metal look, I need high polished silver, fine. That marcasite earring still looks great. I mean, it kind of changes up the feel, doesn't it? Down here it looks a little richer, but up here it looks a little brighter. So that's why I love a marcasite earring, because if you're picking up some of these darker looks, it works, but it's still always going to work back to your sterling silver. And then take a little gander over here, because here's something that that we don't talk about very often, especially in our silver assortment, and this is chocolate. So this is that beautiful kind of chocolate plating there, and then you reverse it to the other side. You have your high polished sterling silver. 20-inch is our most limited. That's going to be the longest one on all of these. These are an 8mm Omega, beautiful design. Here's something else that I love to show with an Omega, and I'll do it with a 20-inch, or how about the 18? The 18-inch here. Lobster claw clasp on these. I mean, these just have this incredible movement to them. They're very supple. They're very smooth. They move. Look at this. I mean, look what I can do with this. That's why when you put this around your neck, it just drapes. Why it just, you know, always lays flat, always looks silky, always looks smooth. I haven't told this story in a long time, but when I started working at QVC, I had been through some jewelry training, and suddenly my dad felt like I was a jewelry expert because of that. He had a lot of faith in me. And he called and he said, I really want to get your mother a beautiful gold necklace. And I've seen things called an Omega. What do you think? And I said, oh, Dad, well, from what I know, like they're some of the most expensive necklaces out there, you know? And he said, well, I really want to get your mom something special. So my dad got my mother this beautiful Omega necklace. She still wears it. Well, my mom was a kindergarten teacher at the time. So she would wear this gold necklace, and her little 5-year-olds would say, Mrs. Bauer, I love how shiny your necklace is. Mrs. Bauer, that necklace looks so smooth. And you know, they're big eyes on these cute little precious munchkin faces. You can just eat them up. But boy, they just said it better than I ever could, right? Why do you want an Omega? Because it's so shiny and it's so smooth. And that's what you're getting here ×2. Because when you want the color of the yellow or the rose or that black rhodium or the chocolate, you can have it. And when you want your all high polished sterling silver gleam, you can have that too. It's J290166. It's all on Easy Pay. 3 different lengths to choose from. We're heading to our phones. Brenda is joining us from Georgia. Hi, Brenda. It's Jill. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine, and you?
I'm terrific. Thank you. So tell me what you found in the show tonight.
Oh, I got the Omega necklace. I was so glad to see it again.
Oh, good. And which of the colors did you choose?
I chose the yellow.
The yellow. So you can have the look of yellow gold one day and sterling silver another.
Right.
Terrific. Why did you want this kind of a look, Brenda?
I have an Omega. It's a lot thinner.
Okay.
Than the one I just purchased.
Yes.
And somewhere along the line, I bent it.
Okay.
And I thought, I want another Omega, but not as thin as the first one.
Yeah.
So I was overjoyed to see it on the TV, and then I could reverse it, too. I thought, oh, my goodness.
2 for the price of 1, right?
Right.
Good. Well, I'm so glad you were watching tonight. Have you shopped with us for a long time, Brenda?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Over 15 years.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And what other things do you like to shop for besides jewelry?
I like Susan Graver.
Okay.
I've bought a lot of home appliances.
Uh-huh.
And so I bought some of everything.
Oh, well, we
QVC,
appreciate that. We appreciate that. Well, next time you pull out one of those great Susan Graver outfits, now you've got a new necklace to sport with it.
I sure will.
You enjoy it. Thanks for calling tonight.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Bye-bye. So we're busy on the phones for these. Great look, that smooth, shiny Omega. Reversible, too. So 2 necklaces for 1 price. All of them will be high-polished sterling silver on one side. And then do you want the other side to be the yellow, the rose, that black rhodium, or the chocolate? J290166. Okay, so here's what I don't get. We haven't even presented these earrings yet. 2,200 pairs gone. Those are the earrings that I'm wearing. We will talk about them at 10:30. They are our polished wedding band hoop earring, and they are J290875. Those are still to come. I have them on in the high polished silver. We have colors for you if you'd like. All right, let's get busy here. I'm gonna move my table a little closer so I can grab what I need. This next ring that we have for you is somewhere in here. Maybe I'll just grab these. This is a multi-color ring. So this is all amethyst, but shades of amethyst, or all blue topaz, shades of blue topaz. They look like bubbles, or kind of a little honeycombish, don't they? Well, it's $69.84. Really flattering style. I love that elongated look that you get there. And I love the color story of seeing, you know, a little bit lighter, so you sort of have that Rose de France shade. You have a medium shade, and then you have your richer shade in your amethyst. In your blue topaz, you have your sky blue, you have Swiss blue, and you have London blue, all mixed in. So really gorgeous quality here, really beautiful design. Easy, comfortable ring to wear. Clearly, you can tell these aren't my size, but I'm just at least wanting you to see what they look like on the hand. This is a great ring. I know a lot of you are always looking for that index finger ring. This is a great ring for that. So if you've always wanted that sort of knuckle-to-knuckle look, this is going to be a great piece that way. Great, easy ring to throw on as a middle finger ring. Comfortable. Love that you don't have too much thickness on the side of this piece. So I think that, you know, it's kind of that 3-row rib design on the side, but it all tapers down on the underside so that it's still really comfortable for you to wear. I mean, you can go about and do your business, type on your keyboard, do your stuff on your phone, whatever it is you need to do, very easily. There's a nice contour to this ring, so it's kind of scooped out a little bit on the underside and curved just slightly. I think that's nice because that's what allows you to put that on there and have such a comfortable feel. When you look at this ring, I want you to know that with your blue topaz, you're looking at 3 carats. And with your amethyst, you're looking at 2.2 carats. So again, carat weight can be deceiving because a lot of people don't understand that carat weight isn't the size of a stone, it's actually the physical weight of the stone. So as we look at the amethyst and we look at the blue topaz versions here, the stone sizes are exactly the same. It's the exact same style and layout for both, but blue topaz happens to weigh a little more than amethyst. So while it says 2.2 carats on your screen, keep in mind that the carat weight for the blue topaz is actually 3 carats. It's J290264. This is available in sizes 5 through 10. It's 1 inch top to bottom. It's 5/8 of an inch wide, and it's one of those rings that if you are a February baby, that amethyst is going to be great for you. If you love the color blue, if you find that you wear jeans a lot and denim a lot, I think you're really going to have fun wearing that blue shade with the blue topaz. I think that's very pretty to wear, easy to wear. You know, this is gemstone jewelry that's a little more modern. It's a little more contemporary. It's not too fancy. It's everyday. It can be a little sporty. For those of you who are very creative and artistic, I'm sure you see all kinds of cool things here. The color combinations, I think, are stunning. To see like this ombre feel within the purples, you know, starting with that very sort of light Rose de France color and then blending it into a medium and then just those richer shades of purple. Very, very pretty. By the way, I think another nice feature here is that these all have those smooth bezels, so there aren't any prongs, nothing that's going to catch or snag. So with some of your finer gauge sweaters that we like to wear during the spring season, I think you'll really like the fact here that you have something that's not going to get caught or snag on anything. So $69.84. Comfortable, great style. The amethyst is a little more limited, so if that's the one that you want, don't wait too long in case we run out of your size. Elongated style. High polished silver too. I think that's such a nice contrast when you look at the color story here to see, you know, these pops of color, these bubbles of color, if you will, just kind of floating. You know, it's very effervescent, floating all over your hand. But then to see the contrast with that shiny white silver that we love so much is really pretty. So here you can see, you know, this is a great example of all those colors. The lighter shades, the medium shades, the richer shades, all blending together. Look how you don't have too large of a profile on your hand, which I really like. I don't like rings that are big and huge this way. They have to be a little bit closer fitting for my taste. And then here you have this beautiful shades of blue, from your sky blue to more of your Swiss blue into your London blues. Look how pretty all of those blue tones are. You know, like all the different shades of beautiful Caribbean waters, all captured for you, all right inside of that ring. This is a sale price of only $69.84. So if you do love blues or you do love purples, this is a easy ring to wear. I look at this ring and I think, you know, that's the kind of ring that you might see in a little boutique, or you go to your favorite little fashion store and they carry jewelry too, and you see a ring like this and it's done in crystal and base metal and it's still 65 bucks. The difference with QVC is we're giving you precious metal sterling silver, genuine natural of origin stones, and it's priced at $69 and change. So it's a great value, great colors. J290264 is your item number for those. Now, our today's special value had its final presentation earlier this afternoon, and because of that, we are able to bring you one-time only values. If you missed out on that bracelet, it is still available. It's J290318, had it in several different sizes. It's on Easy Pay, and that offer is good until midnight Eastern time. Take advantage of your opportunity to get that. In the meantime, though, since we did have our final presentation on the today's special value, we have a one-time only for you, and it's already been very popular. 2,800 of these have already been ordered. These are our polished wedding band hoop earrings. I always love to offer you a classic hoop earring in my shifts when it comes to Silver Day because I'm such a hoop earring girl. They're my favorite. I love a good hoop earring, and these are this wonderful wide wedding band. It's going to give you width, it's going to give you presence, it's going to give you shine, it's going to give you reflection, and we're going to give you a choice of color. So we have it for you in the rose, which is what you're looking at there. We have the classic, beautiful, gleaming, reflective sterling silver that you're seeing there. And then we also have it available for you in the yellow for those of you that have always wanted that big, bold, yellow gold look, but it's just not in your budget. I mean, can you imagine if these were 14 karat gold, let alone 18 karat gold? I mean, you'd probably pay 4 figures for that. Here, as a one-time only, which again is only good until the end of the day, they're under $30. This is a silver price from 20 years ago, I have to tell you. Having been part of these silver events every single year for the past 20 years, what I really want you to know is that for us to give you an earring of this size and to be able to bring it to you at this kind of a price, like 15 years ago, yeah, I wouldn't think anything of it. But you know, usually I look at an earring like this and I think, you know, we'd be lucky to get that earring in stock and be able to offer it for $36, $38, maybe $40. To be able to get this earring to you at under $30 is huge. So take advantage of it. I mean, this isn't going to happen every single day. We don't know what's going to happen with the price of silver, but you know, we've seen a little kind of decline in the price of silver just a little bit, and let me tell you, our buyers swooped. They were writing up orders when the price of silver had gone down a little bit so that we could bring you those great prices today, and to be able to get not costume jewelry, not a plating of silver, but the real deal, 925 precious metal sterling silver at under $30 in the all-time classic, a wedding band hoop earring, which gives you width, which gives you shine. And I think when we're talking about silver, you know, we're talking about the most reflective of all the metals. We're talking about the metal that's going to shine brighter than all the rest. And to be able to have a shiny, wide, gleaming earring like this for under $30, oh my gosh, if I were you, consider stocking up on a couple more. So before we started the presentation, like 2,800 have been ordered. Now 4,000 pairs have been ordered. Yellow is already the most limited. Silver is the most popular. We are busy, busy, busy on the phone. Snap bar closure. They measure 3/8 of an inch across, 1 inch long, and they are J290875. You can see them on Angela. I mean, they are just classic forever. You'll love them. You know, you'll wear them out. You'll love these earrings just so much. We're going to head to our phones. Josie's joining us from New Jersey. Hi, Josie. I'm Jill. How are you?
Hi, Jill. It's nice to speak to you, Jill.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Love the earrings. I love hoops.
Okay.
And I don't have anything like the wedding band. So this is my first pair of wedding band earrings. They were so beautiful, I just had to order them.
Yeah, they're a little bolder, you know, a little bit wider, but then that really shows off that shine.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Good. And which one did you choose?
I chose the gold tone.
The gold tone. Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And you know, you'll wear those and people are going to think you're wearing like mega money hoop earrings.
Yeah. Well, I figure I'll probably be wearing them a lot because I do wear a lot of hoops, and I always just go to those. They always seem to go perfectly with everything. So.
Yeah, good. I feel that way too. I love a hoop earring. Well, enjoy these. I'm glad that we had something that you liked. For the price, you really can't beat it.
No, it's a very good price.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy them, I'm sure.
I hope that you do. Thank you so
Okay.
much for tuning in tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Have a nice
bye.
evening. Bye-bye. So now over 5,500 pairs of these earrings have been ordered. This is a one-time only. This price is only good until the end of the day. So unlike other items that we're bringing you as part of this extended sale this year, more days to shop for sterling silver, more product to find, more shows to shop for. Some of those items will be priced until the end of the day on March 1st, not this one. This is a one-time only. Your chance to get these at $29.96 is today and today only. So make sure that if this is something you'd like, you're dialing in for them while you can. You can see them there on Katia. She has it there in that beautiful yellow gold. So rich. She's wearing it with that reversible omega that we showed you a little while ago. What a stunning combination. We're heading back to our phones. Diana is joining us from New York. Hi, Diana. It's Jill. Good evening. Diana, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine. How can we help you?
They told me to hold on so I could speak to Jill.
And this is Jill. You're talking to me live on the air.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How are you?
I'm good, honey. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. Did you pick up a pair of our earrings tonight?
I picked up 2 pairs.
2. Tell me why.
The silver and the rose.
Okay.
Well, I like that they seem very bright and shiny and really nice and thick.
Yes.
And, of course, the price is great.
Is great. Yes. Yeah. Oh, and that rose color is really pretty, too. They did a nice job. It's not too orange. It's not too harsh. Very feminine and pretty.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. And, you know, the other thing, too, I didn't mention this yet, but even though it's a big earring, I mean, not big in terms of size, but bold, it's not heavy on the ear at all.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so they're really comfortable.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah.
Good.
How long have you been shopping with us?
Oh, my goodness, for years.
Yeah?
Even today, I went bonkers.
Did you?
Bought a whole bunch of things. I really appreciate all of you and appreciate you and having the opportunity to buy from QVC.
Oh, well, we appreciate you, Diana. Thanks for being such a great customer, and I hope that you're pleased when the earrings arrive.
Well, thank you.
All right, have a great night.
You too.
All right, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so may I update all of you, because these have been popular. We started with 10,000 pairs of earrings. If you want the rose, there are only about 1,000 pairs left. If you want silver, there's 1,000 pairs left. If you want yellow, only 300 pairs left in the yellow. So craziness, everybody. We started with 10,000 pairs. There are roughly about 2,300 pairs left, which is fewer than how many we had sold before we even got to the earrings as the presentation. So I guess that's my like long-winded roundabout way of saying run, don't walk if you're interested in these hoops. It's a great value. It's a great size. This is one of our stars for you today. This is one of those items that when we were going through and picking things out, I said, you got to give them a great hoop. They look for a great hoop. And I'm always very insistent that when I'm working with the buyers and I'm picking out items, you know, they'll say, oh, do you like that? Because they're all excited that, you know, the host have picked one of their items. And I'm always like, well, what's the price going to be? Because, yeah, I like it. But if you're going to tell me it's $79, I don't like it so much. No, how about we get it under 30, Jill? I'm like, then I like it. You had me at hello. The yellow just sold out. So we're down to rose and silver. We started with 10,000 pairs. There are only 900 left now in the rose and 500 in the silver. So if you're interested in these, please make sure you don't wait. We're going to try to squeeze in one more phone call. Mary Lynn's calling in from Georgia. Mary Lynn, hi, it's Jill. Good evening.
Hi, Jill. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
Oh, these earrings are beautiful.
Aren't they
love
great?
them. Oh, they are. I could not decide. I bought 2 pairs tonight.
Okay.
And I bought the silver and the yellow.
And the yellow, oh, you got those yellow. They just sold out, Mary Lynn. You squeaked right in there.
Oh, thank goodness. And I couldn't. I wanted to buy a third one, but I said I have so much QVC in my home, I could probably just sell all of my house, and it would just. I love QVC, your prices and your quality. And Jill, I have to compliment you. You describe things so well.
Thank you.
And you're one of my favorites.
Well, I
and
appreciate that.
I appreciate you letting us know that the earrings are not heavy.
Yeah, well, you know, as I was sitting talking to our last caller, I thought, you know, I better make sure they know, because they look like a pretty substantial earring, and a lot of women might say they look nice, but I wonder what they feel like. So sometimes it takes me a while to get the brain, you know, power going to cover everything, but hopefully eventually I get you all the information you need.
Oh, Jill, you always do such a good job. I've always watched you in your home, and I just really enjoy watching you, and you do very good, such a good job.
Thank you.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you tonight, and this was such a wonderful price. I couldn't pass it up.
Well, I hope that when they arrive, Mary Lynn, you're thrilled with the look and the feel of them, and it was my pleasure to meet you this evening. Thanks for keeping me company.
Oh, thank you, Jill. Take care.
All right, you do the same. Bye-bye. So silver has now sold out, and there's 500 left in the rows, and that's it. Can I just show you one thing? For those of you who maybe picked up our rose bracelet that we showed you a little bit earlier in the program, this is the hot pick that I was so just in love with from Vicenza Silver. Look how beautiful it would be to have this high polished, you know, look of rose gold in an earring combined with the beauty of this wonderful rose gold finish to this, you know, Italian made curb bracelet. So that's a pretty nice combination there if you're looking for just like a nice little suite. I know for me, I wouldn't really want to buy a rose gold looking earring unless I had like another complementary piece to kind of tie it together. And I think that earring and bracelet combination could be really pretty if you'd like to consider it. Or even don't forget too, we had the reversible omega, right? So that reversible omega gave you the rose on one side and the high polished silver on the other. Maybe that's another way for you to go if you're looking and saying, gosh, they sure are pretty, but what do I wear it with? Couple nice options for you. I think that reversible omega might be a ticket too. So J290875, we started with over 10,000 pairs of these earrings, only 400 pairs left in the rows only. They're an inch top to bottom. They're 3/8 of an inch across. For those of you who love that sort of beautiful feminine color, what we found when it comes to that rose color, and you know, that's complementary to your bronze pieces too. If you have some of our Bronzo Italia collection, that rose color is going to be very pretty with that. But what we're finding is that women really love this color next to their complexion. And that's true whether you have a fairer complexion or even a deeper complexion. There's something about this tone. Maybe it's the shine, maybe it's the golden undertone, but there's something about that rose gold look that is so pretty with all skin tones. So give it a try. I mean, it's a bold look for under $30. It's all precious metal. It's J290875. Stay on the line if you're dialing in for those. Now, still to come, we'll talk about this in our third hour. This is our ultrafine silver oval mother of pearl panther link bracelet watch. It's on 4 payments of Easy Pay. It's J292838. It is adjustable, genuine mother of pearl face, Swiss movements here, so you have a beautiful timepiece, a lot of ultrafine silver. It is a gorgeous watch. It looks like a watch that costs so much more money than what we're offering, and we'll get into more detail with that coming up. So we've got a little over an hour remaining in this kind of wrap up of our Big Bonanza Silver event. Don't forget, we'll have an encore finale coming up on Saturday night from 10 until midnight. In the meantime, here are some other great things that are coming up on QVC, and we'll have more jewelry in just a moment.
Join QVC live from LA for a star-studded celebration of all things red carpet. Celebrate red carpet style live from the Four Seasons Hotel Los Angeles, Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Spring Fashion Days. Mix, match, and layer a palette of colors, patterns, and must-have styles for the season. Spring Fashion Days, starting Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, all day Monday and Tuesday.
Well, we're delighted to have you joining us tonight. I'm Jill Bauer. Great to have you here. We are celebrating our Big Bonanza Silver event. We're doing it a little earlier this year. However, it's stretching out over the course of a couple of days, so you'll still be able to check out these sale prices on QVC.com. If you have an iPad or your phone, you can always access the QVC app for those devices as well. But what we want you to know is that we will have our wrap-up, our true wrap-up of this event in an encore 2-hour finale on Saturday night. I'll be with you from 10 p.m. until midnight. So we'll have more brand new for you. Things that you're not seeing all day today will be part of that show as well. We have some great things. Gosh, I have some things up my sleeve that I can't really tell you about yet, but they are good. So we'll see you Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. A lot of you are wanting to know about the necklace I've been wearing, so let's just get into it and talk about it. This was a piece that I specifically requested from our buyers for our show, and it's a choice of the necklace or the bracelet. This comes to us from Turkey. This comes to us from one of our finest manufacturers there. They are the woven experts. When it comes to Byzantine, they're making our Byzantine for us. When it comes to integrating and weaving loops together and links together, they're doing that for us here. And so I just loved the look of this because there was something classic yet very updated and modern. I love some of those wire-wrapped looks that you sometimes see in jewelry, and yet this was still really at its core, kind of taking its silhouette from the curb link. So I love the look of it. I think for a bold statement necklace, spot on good. And if you want the necklace, there's only 4 dozen in the 18-inch. And the 20-inch just sold out. Okay, well, you've been seeing it on me the whole show. I'm glad you liked it. Pretty nice with the big hoop earrings we were talking about too. So let's let me maybe push the necklace aside and let's talk about the bracelets. The one thing you need to know about these bracelets is this. While they look a little airy, I think, there's an openness to them. There's a ton of silver in these bracelets. Are you ready? 6 3/4 inch length has 19.5 grams of silver. The 7 1/4 inch length has 21 grams of silver. Your 8-inch length has 22.5 grams of silver. So again, we're back to that conversation of like 2.5 grams of silver per inch, when really a heavyweight is considered a gram of metal per inch in a bracelet. Here we're, more than double that. It's comfortable, it's flexible, it's woven. For a lot of you who live in hot climates, I would say this is a great option. And you might be like, well, why is she saying that? Because if it's a 97-degree, 100% humidity kind of day, the last thing you want to do is be wearing some big, huge, clunky, chunky piece of jewelry that makes you sweat. Am I right there, Angela? And yet, we still don't want to give up the jewelry that we love. We don't want to give up the styles that we love. We've paid good money for these pieces. So this gives you boldness, but look at there's still an openness to it, which I think is great. You still have dimension, but there's still like an airiness to this piece, which I find very charming. I think it's a beautiful design. I fell in love with these pieces the minute I saw them. And that's not always easy for me to do. Having worked here for as long as I've been, I joke that, T-Rex and I have been hanging out here at the Q, been here since the Jurassic period. I've seen a lot of silver. I've been part of these silver events for 20 years. When it comes to jewelry, silver has always been my thing. And so I have seen a lot. I've traveled the world with our buyers to see all of the, different manufacturers and techniques. And, and I'm a shopper too. So I shop the events like so many of you do. So having seen as much as I've seen, a lot of times the buyers will show me things and I'll be like, I've been there, done that. I don't know what's so exciting about that. There was something here I just loved. I don't know. I just felt like it was a really nice update to some of those classic silhouettes. I thought that it gave you boldness without weighing you down. I thought it was a great finishing look, whether it's the necklace or the bracelet. I think the value for this bracelet is rivaling our Today Special value, frankly. When you look at the craftsmanship involved here, I mean, look at that gorgeous clasp. Look at the way they've created these links, the way they've woven other pieces of the metal kind of all wrapping through it. It's like they've started with this textured ribbed curb link link, this oval link, and then they've woven these open links kind of all the way through it. It's a beautiful look. It's comfortable. It's the other thing I want you to know. I mean, it's really nicely flexible here. It moves around very well. If you've bought any of our other jewelry from Turkey in the past, I think you'll be very pleased with what we were able to execute here as well. The lengths again are 6 3/4, 7 1/4, and 8 inches. Hefty gram weight. All of the silver wire work and link work here is all solid. So it's not flimsy, it's not hollow, it's not like, oh, look at this great bracelet, and you pick it up and you feel like it's light as air. No, this has something to it. And the weight is not just important so that you feel like you're getting something for your dollar. That's important. But I think in a piece like this, the weight is important for the strength and durability. I mean, let's face it, when something's a little more open and a little more fluid, you want to make sure it's going to be really durable for day in and day out wear. I think you'll absolutely find that to be the case here. So J290355 is your item number. Sale price between $84 and $99. I love that all three of those bracelet sizes are all under $100, and the width on that bracelet is 3/4 of an inch wide. Stay on the line if you're dialing in for that. Here's another popular item from our day, from our ultrafine silver collection, and this is J290328. It's a twisted snake chain necklace, 16, 18, 20, 24, and 36 inches are the lengths, and they're all under $100. That's J290328. If you love a big dome ring, can I show you this one? Because it's a dome ring of diamonds. Whoa! So J292812 is your item number. How about 1 full carat of Affinity diamonds in red, in green, in blue? It's on Easy Pay. Oh, it comes in yellow too. But yellow is advanced orders, and that is 3 payments of $96.33. All right, next ring we have for you. Kind of unique. This is an Italian ring from our Vicenza Silver collection. It's a wrap style ring, but it's a band ring. So for those of you who love rings that are kind of flat on the hand, maybe you have to wear gloves, maybe you just don't want anything that can catch or snag on anything. This is a completely flat ring, but look at sort of a little bit of the highs and lows that you have here as this metal has been wrapped kind of over and around and on top of each other all the way around your finger. Straight away, I need you to know this is a wider band ring in the back, and therefore I would suggest you go up a size in this ring. If you always wear wide band rings and you're always the same size on QVC, then you can just do what you feel comfortable with. This is the size 6. This is what size I always wear, and I wear wide band rings, so I'm used to that thicker feel. My concern is for a lot of you, because it is wide kind of all the way around, some of you might have a hard time fitting it over your knuckles. So I think that, maybe, going up a size is smart if you don't usually wear wide band rings. If sometimes you're a 7.5 and sometimes you're an 8, then I would go to the 8. But if you always order the same size from QVC regardless and it always feels good, then I want you to stick with that plan. 5 through 10 are your sizes here, all made in Italy, and this ring comes in the yellow, in the rose, or in the silver. So you have 3 great choices. We've shown you bracelets tonight in these shades, we've shown you earrings tonight in these shades, and now you have the chance to get a ring in that same color combination. So J290201, shiny, comfortable, bold, Italian made here. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into a piece like this. It's not just a matter of like, let's just wrap a few strands around and see what happens. I mean, they have to make sure that they have weight to it, that there's substance, that there is a, way for it to kind of cinch down a little bit so that there is a definite sort of back and front. I love how it almost looks like you're wearing guard rings on top and on bottom, and then in between you have a little bit of that high waist styling. I really love this ring in the rose. If you're somebody who loves the rose metals, it's beautiful in the rose. The yellow is in that rich kind of buttery 18 karat gold color. So if you do like that richer, deeper buttery tone, maybe that even goes back to some of our Veronese collections, that's going to be a nice piece for you. And then when in doubt, I mean, it is Silver Day, so we're shopping for beautiful sterling silver pieces, just having a great everyday silver ring, that's a good investment. You know, you'll reach for it all the time. It doesn't matter what watch you have on. It doesn't matter how many bracelets you're wearing. If you're somebody who just loves that bold silver look, this is a really nice ring in just classic polished metal. I love it next to the bracelet that you see Angela wearing. That's that piece from Turkey we were just talking about. If you're picking up our ultrafine silver watch still to come, this is a great ring that matches back to that. If you were interested in our diamond one time only that we brought to you from our Affinity collection, here's a nice way for you to tie in some colors of those particular pieces without having to worry about having a diamond ring to match. This is a weighty piece. If you want a weighty, heavy ring, this is a good piece for you to invest in. J290201 is your item number, and that comes in your sizes 5 through 10. So we've sold out of our one-time only earrings. Thank you very much for your calls there. And still to come, we have this polished graduated hinged cuff. This is a big, bold, huge, gorgeous, high polished cuff bracelet made with electroform. It does have that core of resin, so it's going to make sure that it keeps it strong and durable so that it won't dent or cave or collapse on you. Adds nice weight so that it'll keep that bracelet balanced on your wrist. We're offering that on 4 payments of Easy Pay, J290417. And popular all day, this gorgeous Rolo Link necklace. This is J290777. It's a great compliment back to the today's special value if you picked that up. This went to advanced orders very quickly this morning. So we have, are all sizes on advanced order on that? 18 and 20 inches on advanced order, and on 3 easy payments as well. I just have to ask, did they just turn the blowers on in here or something? Because suddenly it is like an ice box in here. Maybe. Why, is it hot over there? Maybe we'll move our table over or something. It's like all, and I'm never cold, ever. Please, my inner child builds a bonfire 5 times a day. So all of a sudden it was just like, whoo, it's cold. All right, I'm so excited to talk to you about this next bracelet because this is one of those pieces that we kind of brought back from the vault, if you will. Years ago, we had offered a heart charm bracelet, and for the many years that you and I shopped together in Silver Style on Sunday mornings, we would feature that heart charm bracelet. It sold out multiple times. Well, it finally retired, and we realized, you know, especially once the price of silver went back down a little bit, that we wanted to try to recreate that bracelet and try to bring it back for under $100. So we were able to do that for this sale. But what we did was we updated the heart charms that we were using. So you're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hearts on this bracelet. It's all on a Rolo Link chain. You have puffy hearts, open hearts, kind of scroll Victorian Valentine hearts. Some are ribbed, some look like lockets, some look like a little padlock, some look like a little doily. I mean, you have all different types of hearts going all the way around your wrist. And when the buyers and I were talking about this, you know, they showed it to me. They wanted to know how I felt about it. And I said, well, I think it's a great idea. The customers will love it. But why don't we try it in tricolor? Because I think there tends to be now this great devotion to wanting to mix metals, and then you're never quite sure, like, how do I do that? So if you're wearing this bracelet all the time in the tricolor, you can wear your bronzo with it, you can wear your gold with it, you can wear your silver, you can wear your gold plated, you can wear your Veronese. I mean, you can stack this, how about with those diamond bracelets that we have, that's our one time only. So I mean, you can wear, I love that. And I thought too, seeing the different colors in the metals, I love seeing the heart texture in the yellow, I love seeing the heart texture when you see it in the rose. So I just thought that pink, yellow, white story was really pretty. Even if you mixed it in with Black Hills gold, if you have that, maybe you're lucky enough to have a beautiful tricolor gold ring. Here you have a bracelet now that's going to tie into it beautifully, and the tricolor is getting very limited. So I'm glad you liked that idea. You know, sometimes I throw things out there like, gosh, doesn't that make sense to everybody else? And then it's a big old flop. So I'm glad that this one seemed to resonate with some of you, because I just thought, you know, if I'm going to spend $88 on it, like, why not buy something that I can wear with my yellow gold days, with my rose gold days, with my bronzo days, with my silver days? How about on days where I just want, you know, just want to wear this and nothing else? How beautiful to see all of those colors. But then let's get back to the original, which is also, you know, one of the reasons why we wanted to do this was because we knew all silver hearts. I mean, this is 12 ways to say I love you. Think about that. There's 12 different hearts on this bracelet, so 12 different ways to say I love you. What a sweet card you could write to somebody. You know, I love you because this, I love you because that, and then they have the bracelet to go along with it. This, and let me just tell you, if you take the time to do that for your daughter, for your daughter-in-law, for your granddaughter for her graduation, for your goddaughter on her wedding day, for your daughter on her sweet 16 birthday, for your mom on Mother's Day, for your sister because she's your best friend, take a half an hour, take a couple days if you need it, and write out a beautiful card letting them know 12 different reasons why you love them. Because here's what's going to happen. For the rest of their life, every time they look at that bracelet, they're having a bad day, they're having a great day, they're going to look at their wrist, they're going to see a heart, and they're going to remember reason number 7. You know, because you crinkle your nose when you laugh really hard, or whatever the reason might be. I mean, that is something, it's not just the jewelry you're giving them for a lifetime, it's that heartstring that you're pulling on for the rest of their life. They will cherish this bracelet. Even if your teenager outgrows it for a period of her life, this will never go away. She will keep it forever. Tricolor, completely sold out. So all we have left is the all silver version. Small, average, and large are your sizes. Small is 6 3/4, average is 7 1/4, and large is 8 inches. So J290202 is your item number. We're busy on the phones for this. I mean, the retail on this bracelet, because you know every single one of these is not base metal. This is not costume jewelry. This is our version of sweet, whimsical, thoughtful, romantic, whatever it might be. That's what we've put here for you in all precious metal. So, you know, not $170, but $88 and change. So let me just hold up the bracelet one more time so you can see every single heart that's on here. You have your lobster claw clasp for fastening, and then there's your first heart, this wonderful puffy dimensional heart. Then the second heart is this wonderful kind of open style heart. Then your third heart is this wonderful kind of, looks like a little bit of a Valentine, and it has like this pretty scroll work around it. Then we have the ribbing detail. I love that one. See how it's puffy? I just love saying that word, puffy. Then here is the half scroll, half high polished. Then here's one that has that beautiful ornate work, but it's open in the inside. This one here is like that little locket. Isn't that sweet? This one here is high polished with the ribbing. Then you have one that's all high polished. Then you have another little locket. It really is a locket. See it on that side? Then you have this one here that has, again, kind of like a beading granulation work to it. And then finally, last but not least, kind of a smaller version of the open heart that we saw at the other end. We started with 1,500 of these bracelets. In the 6 3/4 and 7 1/4, only 150 left to go around. And in the 8 inch, 200 left, and that's it. So think about this. You know, maybe this isn't something that you're buying for yourself. If you love heart jewelry, great. But think to birthdays that are coming up, those special events that are coming up. I mean, even to tuck that inside of your granddaughter's Easter basket, it's really special. What I don't want to have happen for you is to have this sell out. I don't know if we're going to reorder this. If we do, it's going to cost more. So just having this and knowing, you know, you have a special gift for Christmas, for holidays, for occasions coming up, get it while you can. There are not many left to go around. J290202. Well, here is our Affinity Diamond Mini Initial Pendant. No reorder on this. This was all we could do. And the only letter that remains is U. So, Ursula, trying to think of other names that start with U. Uta. Actually knew a German friend named Uta one time. True story. Uma Thurman, you're in. Uma, who looks out for you, Uma? Come on. Remember that year David Letterman hosted the award show? Uma, Oprah, Oprah, Uma. Yeah, classic. Stay on the line. Uma, you're in luck if you would like our diamond pendant. The rest of us, however, are out of luck. In our first hour, we talked about this faceted necklace, J290342. Now this came in a lot of different lengths. It's between $30 and $59. We went to advanced orders, I think, on the 36-inch length. So if you like that longer length, it is available. You'll just have to wait until May to receive it. All right, what else? Oh, you know what else? I'm just kind of looking at my tray here. We have a black spinel ring coming up. Very interesting. We have another classic silver bracelet. Ooh, we have these Byzantine bangles.